Greetings, family. Welcome to Spirit Knocks for Brooklyn Mosaic. I'm here today to talk to you all about the different types of magic that I've encountered. Um, since coming to the Gambia, I've encountered jinns, DG, DJINNS, um, love spells, sex magic. Um, I've seen people possessed. I've seen people with marabou um, spells put on them, curses. I've seen documentation with spells left for people. I've dealt with water magic, freezer spells, candle magic, energy vampires, dark empaths, shapeshifters, people with black eyes, and I mean the whole eye is black. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it for Gambia, which is quite a lot. And I think it's more noticeable because it's smaller. Um, the other place that I've dealt with some of this type of magic would be in the States, where you hear people talk about the obeah people, the obeah shop, or, where people would go, Santeria, where they go to get candles and get spiritual baths and they want to win the lotto, that it was kind of like that, like the corner store type magic. People would buy a black candle or a white candle or burn a red candle. Like you hear about it like that, but I don't know that it was taken as seriously. Definitely growing up, you heard about like the boogeyman, don't say certain names 3 times because they're going to come for you. More like stuff taken from like horror films, but not realizing that a lot of that was based on reality. I remember growing up and hearing about ghosts. I also remember having an experience where I think it was called sleep paralysis. And I think a lot of people think sleep paralysis is either astral traveling or it's a demon on your shoulder, on your chest, making you feel like you can't breathe. So I guess it depends on what experience you're dealing with at that time in your spiritual journey to determine which one it is. Um, I remember when that happened to me, I was probably about, I want to say 26, and I was in Senegal sleeping on the beach, and that happened to me. And at that time, I didn't know anything about marine demons and all this kind of stuff. We was just sleeping on the beach. But I remember something coming, sitting on my chest, like, do you believe now? And now that I think about it, I just remember thinking, there's a higher power, there's a God. And God is letting me know it's present. But it probably was somebody trying to tell me, maybe somebody told me a story earlier, like don't sleep on the beach, like there's evil spirits there or something. And maybe I didn't get what they were saying. I don't know. But I do remember something on my chest. And when I was looking at shooting stars, and I fell asleep. So when that happened, I immediately associated it with there's a God. I didn't think anything low vibration. And maybe that's the difference, right? Maybe if you think it's something evil or wicked, that's what you'll get. But I didn't think that. I thought I had went to sleep looking at these beautiful things and God is like, I'm here, I'm present. And let me know that. And that feeling is what, so I was never the same after I came back from Africa, right? My outlook on life was a lot more like, okay, I'm not doing this alone. But my faith was not in a good place because I always felt like, what kind of God takes a child's father away? You know, what kind of God leaves a single mother to struggle? Like, that's where my mindset was, not thinking that people manipulate things that are put in place for us to experience to interrupt God's plan for you. The only way God can step in and assist you with that stuff is if you receive the love that God is giving, right? Some people say, well, you know, what kind of God does this? No, they don't. God, the ancestors, your spirit team, they do not interfere on that level. You have to call them in. They're in another realm. They're not supposed to interfere on that level unless it's absolutely necessary. And I am one of those people who it was absolutely necessary for after 50 plus years. Imagine that they was like, enough is enough. No, it's time for divine justice. The tables have been turned. And that's because I received God. I received my ancestors and I opened my heart. I worked through my stuff first. See, people always want magical powers. They want to be the darkest witch or that bad, not realizing you don't just get that, right? Yes, we all have natural gifts, but you are not going to step into your fullest potential until you work on you. You out here trying to tell people how to do magic and offer spiritual advice, but your energy is not in place. You're not aligned. So what you're really doing is transferring your baggage onto other people because you haven't worked on your stuff. See the difference? We are, what do they call it? I want to say like a project in work. Like you're always working on yourself, right? You're never finished. There's always something new to learn. There's always something new to uncover. So you have to be open to that. You can't walk like, I got this in the bag. I know everything about this. And now I'm going to teach other people. Because now you coming from a place of ego or that north node, right? Isn't the north node where they say like, all of your old stuff comes from, your new stuff is your south node, like your destiny, stepping into your purpose, really doing that with a clean heart, right? So I hope that information was helpful. I just wanted to share the different types of magic, where those experiences can lead you to in your journey and kind of what they look like. Check out the other videos where I talk more in detail about those types of magic, okay? I hope you enjoyed it. You're always welcome to Spirit Knocks for Brooklyn Mosaic. Blessings.